So on my channel, I've done a lot of videos about specific stocks and specific trading strategies and talked about in-depth kind of things to an extent. But I haven't actually made a proper video about how to even get started with investing. So this is a video for like someone who's not even invested anything yet and maybe has never even experimented with like a trading app or something. So this video is for the beginners out there who have no idea how to start. So if you're not a beginner, if you already are investing, this video is probably not for you. You can go on my channel and find something a little more specific about something else. So the first step of investing is obviously putting the money aside, having the money to invest. So I'm gonna start off with that because a lot of people might tell you like which app to get and how to fund your account and how to do stuff like that, but they might not tell you how to even have the money to start. I'll tell you how I did it and how it's worked for me. And then it's up to you what you do in the end. And obviously, as always, nothing in this video is financial advice and it's for entertainment purposes only. And in case you're wondering, I'm not going to be selling you a course or something at the end of this video. So before anything, you need to have like an investing budget. You need to have some money aside. So you need to go through your monthly income, your monthly expenses, and you need to see how much can you afford to set aside for an investment. That is up to you how risky you want it to be. But let's say we're starting off with a low risk investment. You just need to see how much can you put away. And more often than not, there is always money that can be put away. As much as you might think that you're being stretched thin and you can't afford anything, usually you will find that you actually can if you actually try to. So that amount could be anything. You could start with something really small, like $50 a month, $10 a month, then slowly move up to $100 a month. So this can be like your money set aside for investing. So that's the first thing, the budgeting. You need to figure out how much money you can put away every month. The second thing is, what kind of investing are you planning to do? Are you planning to do ETFs, which are sort of like a box of stocks, and they're already like managed by a company, like some company like Vanguard or BlackRock or whatever, and you're just buying one of their like funds. So you basically just see, okay, I want like exposure to the whole market, or I want exposure to only like tech stocks or only this or that, and you're just investing in whatever they think is the best for that thing that you want. And this is like pretty much the lowest risk sort of thing to do, is buying like a ETF of the whole market or whatever. You will get like average returns and you will have low risk, and it's pretty much better than investing in and it's better than just having your money just sitting in the bank doing nothing. And for doing that, you don't really need to like know much or learn much, because you just need to have the money and put it and just watch it grow a little bit over time. And the thing is, if you wanna pick your own stocks and you wanna like manage your own portfolio and you wanna like decide what to sell and when to take profit and what to keep and things like that, then that is where you need to have some knowledge. So what I did was I watched some YouTube videos, I asked people who are investing, I did some research, I even did like some courses, like free courses online, you know, just some basic things just to learn like how to, at a basic level, how to read a chart, or how to, or like small like beginner mistakes, so you don't just make silly beginner mistakes. Like, you're not trying to be an expert, you're just trying to not be an idiot. And then what I did was so you get these demo accounts which have like $50,000 of like fake money and you can play around with it, but I personally don't think that does much. You can try that just to like figure out how the platform works, but if you want to actually see what it would be like to invest, then invest real money, but like a really tiny insignificant amount. You know, like $10, you know, put $1 in this, $1 in that, $2 in this, and just see like in a week, in a month, how it goes, just to like get an idea, you know, just to mentally prepare yourself, sort of. You'll see some dips and rises and whatever. And it is of course also important to talk to other people. Like if you know anyone who invests or something, you know, ask them like, what did you do? How's your experience? How did you deal with loss? How did you deal with whatever? If you don't know anyone, there's YouTubers who talk about their experiences, like me, like other people. So that's sort of your learning part of this. So then comes the part of which platform to use or which broker or whatever. So of course, this depends a lot on your region. If you're in the US, you have many like great options. You have like Webull, you have TD Ameritrade. But if you're in the UK or Europe, you have Trading 212, you have eToro. eToro works in other countries as well. It works in the UAE, it works in like some other countries in the Middle East, I think. It works in, eToro works in quite a lot of countries. And then of course the banks, every country's bank usually has like some way of investing. Some might be more sophisticated than others, but banks are usually more like expensive and the fees are high and stuff like that. I've attached links of some of the apps that I use in my description, so if you use my links, some of them, if they still work or something, you might get like free shares or something like that when you sign up. Of course, I'm talking about stocks, not crypto. So for crypto, these things will be a bit different. Like for crypto, it's a little different. This is mostly just for stocks. So this is pretty much how you can get started. And it is actually quite simple. But I remember before I started, I found it really intimidating to just start, because like now, after investing for like 4 or 5 years, it's like, oh, this is so easy. You just make an account and put money in it. But before I started, I had all these doubts that, is this app safe? Is my money gonna get stolen? Can I get hacked? Can this happen? Can that happen? So you'll find that most of these apps are pretty safe. Like make sure like any app you use is like regulated by the body in your country. Like in the UK, it's the FCA, and in the US, it's the SEC. So make sure that your app is regulated by this, so that if anything happens to the bank or the company that's managing your assets, you can get compensated and stuff like that. Most of the apps, especially if they're like available on the Apple App Store and stuff like that, are usually gonna be like regulated and safe and everything, but just be extra careful and just double check or whatever, because it's your money at the end of the day. Another thing that I was confused about before I started was that, because there were some apps that I downloaded that were like, you need a broker and stuff, and I was like, how am I gonna get a broker? So that's why, especially if you're like a beginner, I mean, I'm not a beginner anymore and I still prefer these apps, but these apps like Trading 212 and eToro and whatever, they're like little to no commission, and you don't need to get like sign up with some broker. All you need is just to register on this one app, and that's great. Like, it's simple, you know, you just sign up with one app and everything is in there. So that's why the apps that you'll see in my link, I believe, are like the best apps for this kind of stuff. So make sure you check those out. You need to also remember that this is money that you are risking, and as low risk as it can be, you don't want to put money that you need for like food and rent and stuff like that, you know. So just put money that you can afford to lose, even if it's like very unrealistic that you'll lose it. Just still, like, just be safe and make sure you have like 6 months of expenses or whatever, like an emergency fund sort of thing, so that you're not doing anything dumb. And yeah, as for how to actually invest and how to not make mistakes, I've made some videos about stuff like that. You can find other videos. If there's something you want me to make a video about, you can let me know in the comments below. I'd love to like make a video to help you guys out. And if I missed anything, or if you have any other questions, or you tried to start and you couldn't because there was some issue, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can help you out with that. So that's all for this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.